What's up, guys? It's your boy Killmonger. This is, I don't even remember what episode we on, but this is another episode of my Road to Glory series. We're going to discuss the tactics I'm now using post-patch. The patch has really flipped the game upside down on its head. I've seen it from a lot of YouTubers. I've had conversations with my friends in real life. Like, everyone is still trying to figure things out. We're currently like 11-5 in weekend league right now, and I've had 3 losses off of PKs, but like the other 2 losses I have really just because I had no idea like what I should be running or how I should adapt my gameplay. They've essentially made finesse shots damn near impossible to even use anymore. Like, what a lot of people haven't picked up on is everyone got so used to the time finishing that it literally became anytime you had an open to do it, that's what you would go for. But now with finesse shots, like if you just hold the finesse shot regularly and don't try to time finesse it, it has a better chance of going in than a time finesse shot. But even then, it's like 1 in a million now. So the game has switched more to passing, creating open one-on-one shots where you could lace it into the bottom left or bottom right, and or throwing crosses in and having strikers that can jump and are big that still have some type of pace. Those seem to be dominating right now. I feel like that's where the meta's heading. Team you see on screen, this isn't how we line up in game. This is the formation we line up in when we're trying to kill the game off, except I'll move Arnautovic to center mid and I'll have Sturridge go up for that striker. But we'll get into the tactics. Right now, I'm using 2 main tactics. I have my 4-1-2-1-2, which is, I pretty much show this in all my tactic videos, just standard settings. This is just a jailbreak formation. If we're down 2-0, it's second half, we need to get a goal quick. It's pretty much just a go for broke formation. Everyone has their go for broke formation. So whatever you feel like is your best formation, just overload and get a goal, regardless of worrying about defending or not. Like, put that as your ultra attack formation. But our first formation that we got from a pro player called Jambu. He's the pro player for West Ham United in the Premier League. He's their FIFA player, and he's also just been a YouTuber for the past couple of years. I've watched his videos. I've tweaked it a little bit to make it more of my liking, but the gist of it I got from him with the whole 4-4-2 and the long ball. So essentially, they've made center back, just hold back line AI defending so OP now, to where it's like if you have a high rated back line and you have your CDMs or center mids on stay back while attacking, it's gonna take someone who like you gotta really know how to pass now to break down, like give up goals. I've noticed that in games I've had, I haven't been losing games like 6-4 or like winning games 5-4, like scores like that. Like every game I have, it's like a 2-1, 2-0, 3-2, like something low scoring, which has its pluses and its minuses. A lot of people complain that it makes it 10 times harder to score now, but me personally, I'm somebody who always likes to pass to get open shots, so I kind of like that aspect, but I will admit that they've made the center backs crazy OP now. At the same time, like, it's EA. Like, you're always gonna get some type of BS like in every game you play. So the day that we get like a completely balanced game will be like the day Jesus probably comes back down to say hello to us. So start off, I have never used this setting at all this year unless I was playing Ultra D or whatever. Like, I've never used this setting in my base formation when I start the game. But essentially, drop back. Everything I just explained to you, this is why we put this on. I have my center mids on stay back while attacking in this 4-4-2. They basically just sit in front of my back line. I have the back line always there to cover, so I'm not leaving any holes. I have my width on 3, depth on 3. It's just, I would say between 4 and 3, either one seems to work for me. I wouldn't go up to 5 because I think that can leave you susceptible for the counter, because when you're on drop back, when you lose the ball, the only person who's going to chase the ball is the guy you're manually controlling. Everyone else goes back to like their positioning on the field to sit there. So if you would say put this up on 5 and you're playing against someone who has a narrow, you're only controlling one midfielder, so you're center mid is going to be up higher up the field because you have the depth up higher, but that guy's going to fall on 2-on-2 narrow it, and your center mid isn't going to automatically like follow wherever the ball's going as if you would have him on press on possession loss or pressure on heavy touch. So that's why I keep mine at 3. You could put yours up at 4-4, whatever you really prefer. Now, long ball. I don't know what it is with this tactic, but you can tell by the graphic on screen. With the way that this game is right now, when you win the ball back, when you're in the drop back formation, I'll show you in the instructions that I use. In the 4-4-2, the wingers and the strikers will automatically find whatever gap, and like the graphic kind of shows that. But like when you're playing in game with it, they'll literally, like if you have a right winger and there's a gap between the right back and that guy's center back, and you have a guy on right mid and you win the ball back with a center back or a center mid, he will dart to that spot when you have it on long ball, and it just creates a lot of opportunities out of the 4-4-2. This is a mainly crossing formation, whether you're doing ground crosses or regular crosses. So I have that on 4-4, which is pretty standard. I have the corners and the free kicks. Push them back up to 3-3 for this because I like having them in the box for the corners. I think free kicks you could flutter between 2 and 3, but now that headings become like probably a top 2 way to score and the defending's gotten a lot easier, I don't think you have to have your corners and your free kicks back on 2, because the chances of you getting countered so easily have greatly decreased since they've nerfed the finesse shot. So that's our first formation. Our second formation, which is what I've been using more and more, and I like, is the 4-2-3-1. Pretty much been a staple of mine since FIFA 12, FIFA 13. I play it every year. I love it. So regardless, however they change the game, I'm always going to try to figure out a way to make it work for me. And right now, this is how it's working for me. So like I said before, this is the only formation where my width and my depth for defense won't be the same. I still have it on drop back, like I said before, but I actually have the width now on 4 because I'm in 4-2-3-1. I want them to be a little more spread apart, but I'll show you how we change that with our instructions. And then my depth is still on 3 because I just want my center back to essentially sit on the edge of the box. And then with fast build-up, I have this width and players on box on 5-5. Now, at fast build-up in the 4-2-3-1, if you're someone who likes to ticky-tack pass, like you're in a 4-on-2-on-2 narrow, you throw this on the 4-2-3-1, and it's essentially the same exact type of gameplay. It's just your shape is going to be the shape of the 4-2-3-1 instead of the diamond that you would get in a 4-3-1-2 or a 4-on-2-on-2. But this, if someone is building up and you're just defending with your 4-2-3-1 and then your CDM wins it back, instant counterattack every single time. You're going to create opportunity, whether that's a cross, whether that's a long shot, whether that's in the box, something's going to get created from it. Now this one I have my corners and my free kicks on 2-2, because essentially if I'm in this formation, that means I'm really comfortable and I'm not changing, so I still have enough to where I can go score more goals, but I don't need to have someone on corners and free kicks to go in there to try and get a header. So I'll go by instructions for this, and we'll go back to the 4-4-2. We'll show instructions for that. So for this, I have stay forward and get in behind on Sturridge. I have stay forward, get into the box on Arnautovic. Then I have come back on defense and get into the box on my right cam and my left cam. Now, the reason why this is important is because come back on defense greatly works with the drop back tactic. Essentially, Salah and Martial will cover that space between Kurzawa and Kovacic. Well, I said the space between Kurzawa and Salah will drop back and cover that, because I'm going to have my DMs on stay back while attacking and cover center, because I want them to worry about the center of the field. So essentially, Martial and Salah will cover the whole wing up and down. And then when you have it on get in the box for cross, as soon as Fabinho or Kova wins the ball back, they're sprinting up the field back to where they're supposed to be, and because we have it on fast build up, they're looking to make the quick 1-2 pass. So this has been working really well as far as defensively being rock solid, and then offensively still creating many opportunities. The main people who are going to score in this for me are Arnautovic and Sturridge. I have him on stay forward and get into the box, essentially just so he can clean up whatever Sturridge doesn't finish. And this is the headliner, Arnautovic, too. I recommend anyone to do that SBC if you have a BPL team and you're looking to get a striker in. It's not that expensive to do, and the card is worth it. Like, everything about the card with the new meta is very worth it. Now, the back line is pretty standard. Stay back while attacking on everybody. Nothing really has changed in that regard, except with this patch now, like Kurzawa and Valencia do not move up unless you manually like tell them to. So that's why I have Martial and Salah on comeback, just to give that extra help. Really, this formation is I'm just trying to score, but at the same time protect my lead. And if you go to 4-4-2 instructions, now this we have get in behind, stay forward on both the strikers. I don't want them to come back at all. Like, their whole job is to make runs, especially on long ball. Like, they're just going to be running behind all game long. And then with Salah and Martial, it's the same type of concept we use in the 4-2-3-1. I have them on comeback, on defense for the drop back, and then as soon as we win the ball back, they're on getting behind, so they flood down the wings to either create a crossing opportunity or get an overlapping run where they are most likely going to be open for a shot. The center mids are on stay back while attacking, cover center on the both of them, and then I got Kurzawa and Valencia on stay back while attacking, everyone else on stay back while attacking, pretty standard. So these are my new tactics I've been using since post-patch. I'm running through the squads I'm using quick. I'm actually in Weekend League right now. This is my B team. And the only reason why this is my B team, I understand most people look at this and like, dude, like, that's my A team. Like, what are you talking about? The reason why I call this my B team is because every card in this team except Marquinhos and this blue Kurzawa, but I've had him forever, is an untradeable card. So Marquinhos and Lloris are tradable. Everyone else is an untradeable card. So I call this my B team because pretty much whenever I get a player pick or there's a SBC for a BPL card that I like or anything, they go into this squad. Like, my Salah is even untradeable. Like, every card in here is untradeable. So they're called the B team because they essentially cost me no money. But they're just as good as my A team. And then in game, I switch to, when I go to my 4-4-2, that's how they look in game. I move Fabinho up to center mid with Kovacic, and then Marquinhos and David Sanchez play the center backs. I got Kurzawa, Valencia, right back, left back. And then Salah, Martial as the wingers, Sturridge, Arnautovic up top. 4-2-3-1. This is going to be the same thing with Fabinho and Kovacic at DM. Arnautovic is the number 10 cam. Then you got Salah and Martial as the wing cams. And then Sturridge up top by himself. Then back line, same back line. Kurzawa, Marquinhos, Davidson Sanchez, Antonio Valencia. Now we're going to go to my A team, which has a lot of my investments that I've made. This Marquinhos I got is 100% an investment. I don't know what his price is right now. Hopefully he hasn't dropped. Won't be surprised if he did. Alright, yeah, so he looks like he's pretty much staying at this right now. So I got mine for $129,000 last night on an open bid. You can't find these cards if you search special. You have to literally just put their face up or search their name and find a random card on the market and then do compare price to find like them all on the market, which is why I think these prices are so low, because a lot of people, even myself, when like they first dropped the promo, I'm searching special cards for like Suso and Marquinhos and all that, and I'm sitting here thinking that they're extinct because of the price ranges. But in all actuality, you just can't find them if you search special. You have to search like their name. You have to type it in and search them manually, and then they will come up. Now I'm going to show you my A team, which has even more investment cards. Oh my gosh. Why are you being an idiot, David? Alright, here we go. There's also a weekly objective out for a German team I'm going to have to make. We can get a headliner Demabari for winning 8 Rivals games with Germans. It's the first card you can get that's based off of Rivals wins. Every other one has been off of online single matches, so I'm curious as to why they did that. But this is my A team right now. I have the De Jong, that SBC we did for Young Stars, so he's untradeable, so he's going to be there. This Tagliafico is pretty much going to be my club the rest of the year, just to make sure De Jong always has chem, whatever squad I put him in. And then I have Calhoun, who's only on 7 cam, but I'll explain that in a second. I got Mertens at striker, Suso as the right winger. I got Nangolan, Matuidi. Best back line I've had on this game is these 4 right here. These guys are legends. Skriniar and Manolas. One thing about this Manolas, he has an informed black card, which is the same identical stacks, except his shooting, passing, and dribbling is -1. That card is going for 130,000. 130,000. God damn, I can't talk today. This card, same as that card. I got him for 80,000. I don't understand it, but okay. I said there's a couple of him up for 80,000. He's dropped down to 76. You can get him for 70 if you want. And he has a black inform card that's going for 132,000. They're identically the same card. I don't understand the logic of that at all. And then got the good man Handanovic in goal. Same tactics as the other formation that I'm using. Well, same tactics from the B team that I showed you. In game, I got Matuidi and Angolan's the center mid, Suso and Calhoun, left wing, right wing. Frankie de Jong, play him at striker in the 4-4-2. He does more than a great job because his shot power is 99. So you pretty much just lace it and pick a corner and he's going to put it in. Then I got Tagliafico and Versaco as my fullbacks and Skriniar and Manolas center back. You know the deal. And for the 4-2-3-1, I'll switch this to fast. I have Frankie as the cam, Mertens as striker, Calhoun and Suso, Ram, Matuidi, Nangolan, DM, Tagliafico, Skriniar, Manolas, Versaco. Same back line as before, same tactics as before, everything pretty simple. So, I recorded a live gameplay yesterday. We're going to upload that later today. I wanted to upload this tactic video first so that you could understand with the gameplay, the tactics that I'm using. Might try to stream to YouTube today. We've been looking into that. I might try to get on that train more than streaming on Twitch. See if that helps the viewership. See if that is something that you guys would want to see more of. But look out for the gameplay video later today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out, kind of gave you some perspective after this post-patch. I know everyone's still getting used to it. I'm hoping everyone can get used to it and have success. With these promo cards, they're very cheap right now. Like this Suso, what did I even end up getting him for? I got him for 120,000. This card is the best right winger in Italy, in the Italian league. He's going to go up. Like, I got mine for 120. It looks like he's already going to be back at 140. I saw one for 145. Yeah, so see, he's already shooting back up to 130. This guy has the potential to hit 200K within a week. And let alone if he scores a goal and assist from Milan and he gets another inform, it's going to be GG because he's supposed to get a winner upgrade anyway. So, I would get one of him today if you haven't, because after today, I don't think he's going to be worth buying for the price he's going to be at. Same thing with Skriniar. Invested in Skriniar, got him for 91,000. He's still around that price. This guy is going to be the best center back in the Italian league. He's literally the best right now you can get. I mean, you could say Chiellini's better, but I don't like Chiellini's pace. Like, these two are probably the two best you can get just overall worth in the Italian league. And I would definitely invest in this headliner Skriniar. We're going to get our gameplay video up later today so you guys can see how I'm using this stuff in game. So, I hope y'all enjoying your weekend. I'm enjoying mine. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, man. Enjoy your day.